Hey, welcome back, friends. So about 8 months ago, Ranch Hand, you can see my bumper back here, Ranch Hand reached out to me and said, hey, we would love for you to run our Legend series of bumpers and running boards. And I said, yeah, sounds good. I thought about it for a little while. I didn't know if I wanted to go this route, go this look. I know I was about 50-50 on the look, but I decided, sure, send them out and we'll install them. I did a couple install videos. You guys can check those out on the channel. But how's it been living with this stuff? Well, the look has grown on me. I like the look more and more, but I've got some major function issues with this series from Ranch Hand. And specifically, I got a little issue here. It's not that big a deal. We'll talk about it, but it's not that big a deal. I think it'd be common. But I got more issue with the running boards and the rear bumper. We're going to talk about this today. Hope you'll stick around. All right, let's take a look around first before I get started on the issues I'm having. That, you know, again, the look has grown on me. I love this front hitch. Now I couldn't use a bike rack there. I was hoping to use a bike rack there. It didn't work out, but I think what I'm going to do is end up putting a rack there for a cooler. So I do like that. That can be useful in so many different ways. You still have access to your tow hooks, so that's good. Again, the look has grown on me. These bumpers are extraordinarily well made, and yeah, I can't say enough good things about the build. This bumper weighs close to 300 pounds, and I've got plenty of payload there. I don't worry about the weight, so in that regard, it's been really good. Come back here, you can take a look at their Legend series. Now this is their 3-step. So you got a driver, or you got a front, you got a rear, and then you've got an extra step back here. Now this has been great. This has been wonderful. I've really enjoyed having this. Not only does it give me more access to the box, but even when I'm just washing the truck, I can get up there and I don't have to worry about getting a stool back here or getting the bed. Yeah, it works out really well. I've enjoyed those. I like the look of them. They sit up tight against the cab of the truck. We'll talk about that in a minute. I like the look of that, but that causes issues as well. And then back here, the rear bumper, you can see you got that diamond plate there. Just the paint on these is incredible. It's almost like it's a coating versus, I know a paint is a coating, but it's just real thick, real shiny, and it covers these welds extraordinarily well. And again, I've been real happy with the quality of these items. But let's talk about living with them a little bit. All right, I'll start with the biggest concern I have, because I deal with it constantly, you know, multiple times a day, every single day, and that is the depth of these running boards. Now, I like the look of them, and I think they've either they haven't changed the website or they've changed this pattern here. I'll put a picture up of what the website looks like. I don't know if this is the newer version or I have the older version. Regardless, it's not this, it's the depth. So at best, I can get about half of the ball of my foot on this running board. And yeah, I don't know, they're just not very deep. They're not nearly as deep as they should be. I'd love them to be about an inch deeper. And then what makes it worse is if I do slip, I have this nice rounded, slippery bar that's not going to catch me. So I would love for this to be even I know it doesn't go along with the look, but I would love for this to be at least a corner that might catch my foot. No, it's not going to happen. This is a nice, smooth surface right here. You can see also that is kind of an issue. I don't know if it picks up on camera, but it's nice and shiny when it gets to you, but then very quickly, all of this starts to scuff. I don't know how it wouldn't. It's not that big of a deal, guys, but again, if you're paying $900 for some running boards, you probably want to stay away, you know, from this stuff as much as you can, but there's no getting around it. It's going to scuff because you can't use just this. You're going to end up, your foot's going to end up scraping on that bar right there. So that's easily my biggest issue with it. With the running boards, they're just not deep enough. And your only fallback is a rounded bar, which if it's frosty or wet, it's not going to give you any help. Really, the running board issue kind of comes back here and is also an issue on the back bumper. I would love for this bumper to extend out, this diamond plate, to extend out another inch or so. Again, you know, I'm size 11, so I don't have the biggest feet in the world. I'm under my tailgate right here, so if I don't go under my tailgate, the ball of my foot's back here. I'm not even on the flat part of this bumper yet. And so I've ended up having to constantly step here on this nice shiny painted surface that's going to get scuffed up. Not that big of a deal. I just wish I could use the diamond plate. I think that's what it's there for, right? And then again, another big issue, if you do start to slip, well, the only thing catching you is this very shiny and smooth and slippery rounded bumper. So nothing's going to catch you if you do start to slip. I really think it's a design flaw. I like how, obviously I like how the bumper sits close to the bed of the truck, but that in turn, you're giving up the functionality of this platform right here. So yeah, those are my two biggest issues. Let's move to the front and talk about a small issue. All right, this one's barely worth mentioning, to be honest with you, because I think it would be the case with any of these type of bumpers or brush guards, but cleaning this is a huge pain in the butt. Again, not that big a deal, not worth, you know, it's not a deal breaker, but cleaning it is a huge pain in the butt. Not only is you got the little intricacies all in here and all of that good stuff, and this shiny paint shows everything, the shiny black paint, but also when you're trying to reach back in here with a wash mitt, it gets pretty tight, then you got to dry it. Again, it's not that big of a deal, but it was probably worth mentioning. So there you go, guys. I think it's important, you know, when I show you guys a product, that I update you guys from time to time on how it is to live with that product. You know, I get a lot of product offers, and I'll have the product for about a week. It's like, hey, where's our video? And I'm like, hey, chill out, man. I've got to live with this product for a little while. I've got to see if it's any good. You know, yeah, that's great, it works out of the box, but is it any good 2 and 3 and 4 weeks later, or a month later? So in this regard, I thought that maybe the running boards, it was something I would just live with, and it is something I have lived with, but it's not something that I've gotten used to. I'm still not used to it. You know, my 7-year-old son, I still make sure to stand behind him when he's standing up on these running boards, because I just worry that that smooth pipe, if he starts to stumble, he has nothing to fall back on. So yeah, it has been an issue. I love the look, I love the quality, but the function I'm not super crazy about. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this, I guess it's kind of a review, helpful. And if you did, as always, consider subscribing. Hope you guys are good. See ya.